Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome. My name is Hannah, and in today's video we are discussing the best practices for gearing up for decorating for the holiday season. So if this is something you're interested in watching, just keep on watching, and if you aren't already following me on Instagram, I would love to have you over at Hannah Naylor. Without further ado, let's get into this video. Now, before we get into today's video, I do want to thank our sponsor, who is Lilysilk. Now, if you're unfamiliar with Lilysilk, they are one of the top brands producing some of the most luxurious silk and cashmere products on the market. Now, Lilysilk products are made with 100% pure natural mulberry silk. The 100% natural mulberry silk is used with 18 different kinds of beneficial amino acids. So every inch of your skin and every strand of your hair will be cared for. That's why I always use their silk pillowcases, which is a new pillowcase that they recently came out with. They have the zipper enclosure, and it's just so luxurious when I sleep at night. Another really amazing thing that I love about Lilysilk is the fact that they strive for zero waste. So at Lilysilk, they manufacture items in line with the number of orders that they receive. What this means is that they do not waste raw materials or overproduce. In addition, they use fabrics such to make useful products like their eye masks, their scrunchies, and other little accessories, so every little bit of material is being used. Lilysilk has also teamed up with a company called TerraCycle. It's a sustainable part of their mission to believe that zero waste can make a difference. So they've partnered with this TerraCycle to produce no waste recycling program. So everything you get with your Lilysilk, all this stuff, all their pamphlets, all their kind of attention to detail is made with 100% recycled material. So I love the fact that they are responsible. They are not only creating such beautiful and luxe materials like luxe items, but they are also doing it responsibly, which is something that I really appreciate. And I recently just picked up two beautiful cashmere sweaters from their new holiday collection, starting with the first one, which is their diamond knit cashmere turtleneck sweater. It comes in 3 different colors: coffee, white, and beige. The color I'm wearing is coffee, and these are just super comfortable. It is a textured sweater made with 100% A-grade cashmere. It is just beautiful. I love the diamond knitting pattern on the front. It adds a little bit of texture and dimension, and it will go with any fall outfit you pair it with. Now, the second item that I purchased from them, which is the sweater that I'm currently wearing right now, this is the women's concise v-neck cashmere sweater. This one comes in black, natural white, and marbled gray. It again is made with 100% A-grade cashmere. You're getting that v-neck with the ribbed bottom and cuff at the end. You have mother of pearl buttons here on the front, and it is going to be a slimmer fit. Absolutely love it. It is so cozy and one of the more nicer and luxe items that I have in my wardrobe. And one thing that they're going to be doing for the holiday season is they're going to be having holiday gift wrap. So if you are looking to buy something for friends or family in your life, they are going to be offering some really beautiful packaging for the holiday season. And they're going to be running their biggest sale of the year, which is Black Friday sale, the month of November and December. So you guys can get your hands on some really beautiful luxe products for those in your life at a discounted price. You can also use my code MWM12 for 12% off your entire purchase, or you can use my code MWM25. So be sure to take advantage of those holiday sales the month of November and December. Everything will be linked down in the description box. And I want to thank Lilysilk again so much for sponsoring today's video. But without further ado, let's get into this video. All right, now we're going to be talking about the tips that I take when it comes to best preparing for holiday decorating. Now, I definitely take some steps when it comes to decorating my home for the holiday season that I would love to share with you guys. So let's start with tip number 1. Tip number 1 is getting down your existing holiday decor. I've made this mistake before in the past where we obviously are starting to go into stores and seeing a lot of Christmas stuff. I get excited, I buy things, but then I don't really know what I have from the previous year. Sometimes I will overbuy, and sometimes I even on myself buying the same thing that I purchased from last year, just a little bit different. So I definitely think get your boxes down, go through them, see what you have, and see what can work for the next year. So that's tip number 1. Tip number 2 is picking your color scheme. Now, I like to switch it up every year. I like to do a different color scheme. That way things feel a little bit fresh. So my suggestion is head on over to Pinterest, start pinning some ideas, get some inspiration, figure out what color scheme you want to do for the year, and then also see if the items that you have from the previous year can then transition into new decor for the current year. So I definitely think go to Pinterest and start getting some inspiration on what it is that you want to do for your holiday season to get a little bit of inspiration before purchasing. Tip number 3 is to create yourself a list. After you have gone through all of your holiday boxes and you have determined what it is that you're going to use, you can write yourself a list of the things that you want to purchase for the current year. This is going to be really beneficial. I would just keep it in my wallet, keep it in your purse, so that way when you are shopping, you know exactly what it is that you are on the hunt for. We are all guilty of going into Target needing toothpaste and walking out with everything but toothpaste. So this is that same kind of concept, is just to keep yourself on track, give yourself a list so you know exactly what you need to buy, whether that's new stockings for the mantle, you're looking for a new garland for the Christmas tree. This is just going to keep you organized. This is going to prevent you from overspending and buying things you really just don't need. So create yourself a list. Now, tip number 4, you guys might think I'm super extra, but I actually will create myself a vision board using Canva. Canva is free to the public to use, and it is a way to kind of create yourself these vision boards. That's the things that I use in order to put lookbooks together. It's super user friendly, so I always go over to Canva to just create myself a vision board of what I want my holiday season to look like. I'm a visual person, so I love seeing it on paper. I love seeing it visually laid out. That way I have a good color story and everything flows and makes sense. Now, if you are not a tech person, head over to Pinterest, print your pictures out, and put together an old school vision board on a piece of paper. This has helped me tremendously when it comes to making purchases and making sure that my idea for my home makes sense full circle. So again, I'm visual. It helps me when it comes to preparing for my holiday season, or at least if I'm redoing a room. Canva has helped me a ton on making good purchases and making sure everything feels authentic and flows nicely. So that is tip number 4. Tip number 5, is there anything from your fall decor that can transition into your holiday decor? I think we are at a time now where it's not just a traditional red and green Christmas. People are getting really creative on making their holiday season feel whatever they want it to feel like. So is there anything from your fall decor that can transition into your winter and holiday Christmas decor? For example, I bought some really beautiful vintage cowbells that I actually used in my fall decorate with me that I plan to use for my winter and holiday Christmas decor as well. I also have some really beautiful burgundy stems that I'm going to be transitioning into my winter decor. So are there things that you can take away from your fall decor that can be transitioned into your winter decor? Get creative. Again, there is really no right or wrong way. You don't have to be in this box for decorating for the season. It is whatever you make of it, and a holiday is whatever you want it to feel like. So is there things that you can take away from your fall decor and put it into your winter decor? So that's tip number 5. Tip number 6, take advantage of sales. This is the time to buy. Your Black Friday, your Cyber Monday, your Shop Small Saturday, those sales are the time to stock up on things. For example, I would really recommend taking advantage of those sales if you are buying a faux tree. That is actually the time that I purchased my tree last year, was during that Black Friday sale, because you're going to get the best price during those times, especially for holiday decor. And I would definitely recommend taking advantage of it. If you can kind of scope out what they're going to be on sale or what items are going to be on sale, get yourself a game plan and figure out what it is that you want to purchase, but definitely take advantage of those sales to save yourself a little bit of money. So that's the next tip on my ways to gear up for decorating is, if you can make it, do it. If you see something that you like, maybe you found some inspiration, maybe it's ornaments or some garland, if you can replicate it and make it yourself, I would highly recommend doing that. You guys will see my example. I saw some inspiration on Pinterest of these beautiful ornaments. So Ryder and I actually went to Michael's, picked out some material and created our own ornaments. They turned out really beautiful and I'm excited to decorate it with them. But if there are things that you see that you can possibly recreate yourself, I would highly recommend doing that. 9 times out of 10, you're going to save yourself a little bit of money doing that, and it's going to be fun and it's going to make for a really great experience for your holiday season. So again, if you can replicate it, if you can do it yourself, do it. All right, the last and final tip on this getting ready to decorate for the holiday season is, if you can buy items that are going to give you longevity. This could be a new vase. This could be transitional pillow covers, things that you can use year round, but you can still trickle it into your holiday season and make it feel like the season. But I really love being intentional with my purchases. I love being able to get things that get more use than it just being a 1-month period. I purchased a few vases for the fall season and I popped some stems, fall stems in them, but I can also use that vase from January to December. That's not just a December thing or just a November thing. So I definitely think being intentional with your purchases, buying things that will be multi-purpose, things that you're going to be able to use long-term instead of it just being a 31-day item. So that is the last and final tip on gearing up for the holiday decorating season. All right, you guys, and that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this kind of gearing up for the holiday season and best practices on decorating for them. But before you go, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. You know to hit that bell button for every time I upload a video. And again, I want to thank Lilysilk for sponsoring today's video. Everything will be linked down in the description box for discount codes if you wish to purchase for the holiday season and take advantage of that holiday sale. But until next time, you guys, I love you so much, and we'll see you then. Peace.